Hey everyone, and welcome back to my bathroom. As you can tell, I got my smock on because I'm getting ready to color my hair, and I wanted to do this video as kind of a way that I talk through my process of not only why I went blonde, or the different ways that I went blonde. So, as you can tell right now, I'm kind of a dirty blonde. I got some roots coming in. I am on the process of going really platinum blonde so that in November I can go lilac in kind of celebration of really committing myself to YouTube. So let's get started with the process of essentially making my roots match the tips of my hair. So let's talk about the first time that I ever went blonde. I had just broken up with my long-term boyfriend my sophomore going into junior year of college. So I was 19 at the time, and I was really just in a rough place. So after my nasty breakup, I decided to A, come out to California for the first time. So I guess blonde has a lot to do with me being in California. And B, I decided I wanted to change. So my mom has always been a proponent of coloring my hair versus getting tattoos, because in the Jewish tradition it's kind of frowned upon to get tattoos, even though I call bullshit on that. Because I know a lot of Jews who got tattoos, including Israeli Jews who have tattoos. So, there's that. So, I was looking for a change, and I had pink before, I've been black, I've been red, but I had never been blonde. So, I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to go blonde. So, it was the first time I ever went blonde, and I did it at a salon, which I don't do anymore because I don't get the money for it. And I really loved it. And then I came out to California. I went to Disneyland for my first time. So wow, blonde has a lot to do with my personality in California, I guess. And I kept it for a while. I kept it for a couple months in college. I think I kept it till past Halloween, because I remember I was a blonde Rachel Berry for Halloween that year. So I went blonde for the first time then, and I really loved it. And then I went back to brunette, and I had been brunette pretty much the rest of my time in college until graduation. Right after that summer, I was still brunette when I came back to California, I think. Because I was debating if I wanted to move here, and I came out and visited my ex-friend, who I don't talk to anymore. And I really hope this is still recording. Okay, cool. And then I went red. I went like fire engine red. Like, Nicole, who's editing this, should insert a picture of you being fire engine red at your sister's engagement party. Like, it was like bright cherry red, and I loved it. I had a blast being red, but it's a bitch to maintain. And especially since I have very, I don't want to say finicky roots, but sometimes I have very brassy roots, so stuff like to turn orange. So I'm gonna shake this up and then talk to you more. So I loved being red, but then I went back to brunette for a very long time, mostly because my sister was getting married, so I felt like I needed to be brunette, even though it was gonna be like over a year, so I kept on being brunette. So, and then beta of 2013, I think it was, I decided to go back to being blonde. So, and I'll actually put a link to the video on that. And I was a very strawberry blonde, like very orangey blonde for a while, and then I fixed it up and I got more and more blonde. So I loved being blonde, and I've kind of been blonde pretty much since then, with the exception of the one time I was brunette for like maybe a month. But I've always had like colors and things like that. And I love being blonde, and I think it's funny that my mother thinks, so I decided to go back to blonde, and then I made the tweet about wanting to go lilac, because that's something I've wanted to do for a while, because I've had the pink, I've had the purple. I had blue before, I've had pink, purple, blue gradient tips, I've had bleach tips, which I did for my sister's wedding, my other sister, which was right before Stephanie. So when my stepsister Melissa and her wife Erica got married, which I actually photographed, I was brunette, but I had bleach tips. So, and then like right after that, that's when I started doing the color ombre tips. I I love being blonde. It's a lot of fun. I think it suits my personality, but I also think brunette does. I think that I'm one of those people where I'm very fortunate that no matter the hair color, I can kind of work it and pull it off. And I think that also has to do with my fashion sense, that I kind of have a very vast variety of fashion senses. So I like to play around with color versus getting tattoos or piercings and things like that. So that's why I change my hair color and I do extreme makeup a lot. So now that I've mixed this up, let's start to get this shindig ready. Okay. Now that I have this all ready to go, I'm going to talk a little bit about the hair care that I do and all of that. So and also about the colors that I use. So I, a lot of the time, will do where I mix my own colors, which is fine. Some people don't like to do that. Some people prefer using boxes. I'm kind of lucky where my hair kind of takes to whatever. So I can do the store-bought stuff. I can do the mix your own from Sally's type thing. And I've tried so many different brands that I'm kind of lucky. So all of them kind of work for me. So what I do is I just kind of separate out and kind of make sure that I get the roots, because I have very, very dark hair during the winter. Like, it gets really dark brown, and it's a beautiful color, but it ain't me. So that's why I go blonde. And then I just brush them. As far as shampoo and conditioner go, I have found two that really, really work for me. One is the Suave with Keratin color, I think it's the color care one. I really love that one. It's really nice, and it definitely helps keep my hair smooth. The other one would have to be the Yes to Carrots. What I like to do is I do my roots really quickly because I need to, but yeah, those are my two shampoo and conditioner combos that I use the most, that I think work the best for me. So sometimes I'll just kind of brush it back a little bit, and I make sure that I get by my ears. Yeah, so I just go through and I use those two. As far as heat styling goes, I don't like to blow dry my hair unless I'm going out. But I have been told that on the days where I did actually kind of style my hair and blow dry it out, that it looks amazing. And it actually attracts more attention from guys, which is kind of nice. So I will sometimes blow dry it out. You guys have seen me curl my hair for Glee and in general. So there's that as well. Yeah. So this is kind of what I do, is I kind of just, I go through, I do the roots first. And because my ends are super, super bleached right now, I don't really need to worry about them as much. So I'm really focusing on like my scalp. The other thing is, I don't bleach my eyebrows. I've never bleached my eyebrows or colored them really, because they're my eyebrows, and I like having brown eyebrows because they match my brown eyes. So yeah, gotten majority of this. And as far as color getting on my skin, I always clean it off. I think someone told me that like hand sanitizer helps get it off, or if not, you can get the wipes, and those works just as well. But there's a reason I don't normally do videos of me coloring my hair, because I kind of do it in a very messy way, but I do it in a way that I know my hair falls. So let's talk a little bit about color preference. I usually go more towards a ashy blonde because I do have red tendencies in my hair, which means that anytime I color my hair, I have very reddish roots. So the red color in whatever I do likes to come out, except for purple. I noticed that the purple didn't really have the red in it, which was kind of nice. I'm just gonna do it this way. It's a little bit easier. And as you can see, I'm not doing my roots, my tips, because they're already really, really, really blonde. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty blonde. I'm gonna wait another 10 minutes and then I'm gonna wash it all out. Okay, so the time has come. I'm going to go wash out my hair. Not really wash, you're not supposed to technically wash out color, but with bleach it's a little bit different. And the one that I'm using right now has a complete shampoo. So we're gonna use that. And then I also use, where is it? I use an Ion Color Brilliance After Color Treatment, which I think really, really helps. I do deep condition my hair. I usually do a leave-in conditioner the first like week or so. I usually do like a light leave-in conditioner and hair oils and stuff like that to really help my ends, because those usually get fried the most, but because I'm not coloring them as much, it's really now just about making the color not oxidize to the point where it gets red. So let's go wash this out. Okay, so as you can see, my hair looks really, really brassy right now and very yellow, and it tends to do that sometimes. So what I actually have to do is I have to put a toner in it, and I don't like spending a lot of money on toner, so I'm gonna make my own with a recipe that I found a while ago, and it's using the purple hair dye that I used to put in the ends of my hair and just some white conditioner. And what that does is that tones down the brassiness that I get really hardcore on my roots, because right now it looks freaking like corn flour yellow. So I have to tone it down, and you do that with a purple because that will take out all the brassiness and it will counteract the yellow. So let's make some purple shampoo, or conditioner actually. Okay. So all I'm going to do to make some purple toner is I have a big old bowl right here, and I actually got this idea, I think it was from Melon Lady, so I'll put a link to her video in the description bar below. So all I'm going to do is take my white conditioner, and this is just a big old family size of Suave. The reason I'm making a big old thing of this is because since I plan on going purple already, and because I like being blonde, this actually helps get out a lot of the brassiness, which I tend to get, especially living in California because I'm not a natural blonde. So I'm just going to take all this, put it into a big old bowl, if it will. So I pretty much got the entire bottle empty, which is why I have the funnel here, because I'm going to put it back in that for later use. And then to make it purple, I'm going to add in some Manic Panic in Ultraviolet. This stuff's awesome. I like Manic Panic a lot for my colors. I don't think I'm going to use it for when I go lilac, because I do see that it doesn't tend to stay as well as I would like. So what I am going to do is actually use a different one, because I use this one for my bleach. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of my Manic Panic and put that right in. Now I'm not putting a whole lot in, but I am putting a decent size amount since this is a big ol' bottle. So not a whole lot, but we're gonna mix it and then see how it looks and then see if I need to add in more. So that's all mixed. I'm going to put it right back into my bottle, and then I'm going to apply it to my hair so that it tones it out. So I have a big old thing now of purple conditioner, and the reason I do it as conditioner instead of shampoo is because shampoo strips oil from your hair, conditioner leaves things in, and by making it purple it helps change the color. So I am going to put this in, leave it in for about 25-30 minutes. We'll see how this brand of quasi-fake purple conditioner works. And the good thing is this will last me a very long time. So, because I don't shampoo every day, because it's bad for your hair, because you're supposed to let the natural oils help, and especially when you bleach your hair, it fries it out a little bit. So this is what happens to my hair when I don't even dry it and I have no product in, so it's a little frizzy and dry. So I gotta deep condition it and then put some hair oil in it. And the hair oil that I use is the Uemura Art Essential Oil, and it looks like this, and I love this stuff. I got it in a gift bag from a party that I helped do stuff for. That's all I can really say about it. Yeah, this stuff is awesome though, and it smells really good. You don't need a whole lot of it. I put maybe 2 or 3 squirts, and I just do the ends of my hair. So let's go purple condition, wash out, and I'll put this in so you guys can see it, and then I'm going to actually blow dry my hair today because I got a lot of things to do and I can't wait for my hair to dry, air dry. So yeah. So I've left my conditioner in for about half an hour. My bathroom looks really, really yellow, just as an FYI. So I'm going to wash all of this out, and then we're going to put in the leave-in stuff, and yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, and there we have it after blow drying my hair. As I said, it gets a lot less orangey, so toning it definitely helped. And then on the ends, I used just my Uemura oil. I also used some Sally Hansen Keratin spray and some Guardian Angel Got to Be heat spray and just a little bit of like hair cream, I guess it is, to just help the ends look less frizzy, because that's what happens. But yeah, that is my hair care coloring routine that I thought I'd do for you guys today. So thank you guys for watching. I will be putting links to everything that I used in the description bar below. If you have any other questions, let me know. Don't forget to give this video a nice big thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!